Welcome to Out and About on the Recumbents with BJ and Joe Ando. Hey, we were trying to find the newest section of the Rock Island Trail on the east side of Powers Boulevard. Sadly, we never found it, but hey, sometimes you're just out for the ride. So, enjoy. Bye.
Yeah, because see, I thought the way that the accelerometer would work is that when you slowed down, that's when it would go and put the stop sign. Now he's taking away the ranks, period. The other ones don't get promoted, but he's taking the rank away. They'll only be a chaplain. They'll have no military authority whatsoever. Now, they've been put on a chaplain as a captain. Other people are because they
morning. I think it's still morning. No, actually, it's afternoon. So good afternoon. BJ and Joe Ando. I think that's who we are. Out and about on the recumbents. And what we did today is we went across Powers Boulevard because I was told that even though the trail doesn't go under Powers Boulevard yet, the Rock Island Trail, that they were supposed to be, you know, coming from the east side, you know, up to where they were going to go underneath Powers Boulevard, which is like a, you know, like 8 lanes of solid traffic. And so we just thought we'd go see if we could find it, but we never found it. So as Joe said, we went exploring. So all right, we'll let Joe pass me here. And so to get over across Powers Boulevard, we had to do a little off-road here. Just a little connector. It's just a walking path, really. A dirt walking path that goes from the Rock Island Trail and comes over here to Constitution Court. And then we get up onto Constitution Avenue and take the sidewalk across Powers. And then we headed down, I don't know what the name of the street was, to see if we could find where they would be bringing in the Rock Island Trail, which eventually, I mean, if they could ever find the money and ever decided to do it, they could make the Rock Island Trail go clear to Kansas. Literally, from Colorado Springs to Kansas, if they wanted to. Because that is a rail trail, and it's the old Rock Island Rocket. From Chicago to LA every day. Not really, because it would take more than a couple days to get trolley from Chicago to Colorado Springs. But yeah, like I said, as you can see, we are in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Okay, where are we going? Up, and away? Don't go the other way, BJ. That's where all the bumpies are, and this is bumpy enough. Oh, yeah, definitely bumpy enough. Okay, so we are now back on the Rock Island Trail. Try to stay out of the mud puddle here. Just barely made it. Okay. But yeah, so that's what we were doing. So, yeah, now we're just kind of head on back. Yeah. It's a very warm day. It's supposed to hit 90 plus today, and we have fierce winds. No precipitation, but we're getting like thunder winds instead of thunderstorms. But yeah, so now we're heading back west on the Rock Island Trail. And yeah, we're just out for a ride. Basically, now that my trike is not broken anymore, yay! It's nice not to have a broken trike anymore, because there's nothing sadder than a broken trike. Except for the broken person who can't ride the broken trike. Because as you can see, we've got a lot of clouds. But And some of them look like they could get mean, but so far,
Passing on your left.
passing on your left. Thank you. Have a good day. But yeah, so thanks for checking out this vid, and thanks for hanging in there. Sadly, we lost a couple. We were up to 491 on the subscribers. Now we're down to 488. That's okay. This channel is probably not everybody's cup of tea. But yeah, so we're just out getting it right. We haven't been up this way on the Rock Island Trail for a bit. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of wind noise because as you can see, the trees are just blowing around like crazy. Ah, man. Yeah, I have to, it's a shame, but I have to slow down on one of the big downhills because that's the spot, several months ago that I didn't realize that the concrete had raised up, and I hit it and it busted my camera mount on my mounted camera right there. Yeah, that's my mounted camera. That's my old GoPro 6 that did a complete tumble somersault, but luckily it only hit the concrete on the very edge, and then it bounced into the grass. So I got lucky, and it still works. Kind of like a Timex. It took a licking, but it keeps on ticking. Also kind of like our trikes. My 15-year-old trike, Joe's 17-year-old trike. They just take the licking and keep on ticking. But yeah, like I said, we're been saving our pennies, and we're gonna go to CycleCon in Exena, Ohio, Recumbent CycleCon, and I'm gonna test ride all kinds of stuff, but thinking very seriously of just going for it and paying the money and getting a truck and being able to take our trikes, because we kind of put an extra day on the end, and we were thinking, you know, if we had our trikes, we could actually do a little trail, you know. Yeah, here's this bad spot we were talking about. You can see it raised up, right? And I hit that thing at full blast speed, which is like about 25, 26 miles an hour. And man, my camera, I mean, it was the mount that broke. The camera didn't break, but the mount just snapped. You better go ahead and put it in the fourth gear, because I put it in the third, so. But electric unicycle back.
Yep, I see him.
Those are so cool, but there's no way. First time I had to stop, I'd be on my face. I would literally be on my face, without a doubt. Got some of the old railroad track here. But yeah, like I said, I think we're just gonna splurge and rent the truck, because with the way things are going, and if the current administration decides to take a chunk out of a chunk more than they already have out of Social Security, you know, we may not be able to save any money from now on.
So, because I mean, we really barely make enough to get by, but we tried to cut out a few things and try to be really thrifty with everything else, every other part of our life.
Paid
And
off loans with my
yeah, paid off loans, and we had a little bit of money. We had starter money left over from last year's trip out to see our daughter Jen graduate in Memphis, Tennessee. That we got to ride a riverboat, an actual paddle wheeled riverboat on the Mississippi River. Howdy. That was an extremely cool experience. We're hoping, that things don't change too radically with our earned Social Security retirement. Howdy. It's not an entitlement. We paid into it every single payday for many decades. So, let's get that straight right off the bat. It's not an entitlement. It's not a benefit. We paid into it. It's a program, and therefore they should give us the little money that they give us. And, we're thankful for it because that's what we live on. But, okay, enough of that government stuff. Whew. Man, you can tell the minute the breeze stops, it gets hot, man. You can just feel it on your arms, because the way you ride a recumbent, especially, okay, come on. The indirect steering recumbents like ours, and a lot of those trikes, where your arm and elbow, do that bend, that's just a real spot for the sun to just sit there and bake. But we've got 100 SPF sunscreen on, so and we reapply it every time we stop, because we do stop for iced tea or water or something, Plus, too, with Joe being a type 2 diabetic, we have to stop every couple hours and make sure she has just a little something to eat, so she's got carbs to burn, so she doesn't go into a deficit. Because let me tell you from experience, it's just as bad for a diabetic to not have enough sugar in their system as it is to have too much sugar in their systems. The symptoms are almost exactly the same. It's really weird, and it's terrifying and scary. So if you're
like being gummy eyes.
if you're a type 2 diabetic and you're out here in the sun and you're kicking it on your trike, take care of yourself. Serious business. Take care of yourself, man. Make sure you've got some carbs in your body. I know they tell you don't eat carbs. Well, you need carbs because that's what you burn, so make sure you got some carbs in your body. Drink as much water as you can possibly stand, and
You won't be sloshing.
yeah, you won't be sloshing because it goes away fast, especially in 95 plus degree heat. So yeah, we're coming up on Murray Boulevard here. It's so nice. They put in an actual crossing light now, because before, man, I mean to tell you, it was like you take your chances. Now they have to come to a full stop. All right. It is so nice.
I'm sure there's a lot of them that cussing us out because we have.
Yeah, probably, but that's tough. We deserve to be safe too. But yeah, so like I said, we're on the Rock Island, heading east. Actually, we're heading west towards the mountains. That's the only way. If you're a Colorado, and that's the only way you know west. It's towards the mountains.
Unless you're on the other side of the mountains.
So then, If you're a Colorado in Kansas, if you're a Coloradoan in Kansas, you're lost. Where am I? Ah!
Where am I heading?
Because you can't see any mountains anywhere. But yeah, this is our main east-west trail for those of you that
We're supposed to share the road.
aren't familiar. Some people just
Rude.
don't have the brains that God gave a brick. Howdy. And but yeah. So now we're just out riding. We'll probably end up someplace here pretty quick for our afternoon snack and another iced tea. We'll have to say we really do appreciate the new Whataburger they put up on Constitution Avenue. Has a really nice patio. I haven't had a lot of luck. Howdy. With the Whataburger over by us, but after seeing how nice their patio is over here, if we come up here and have enough money for lunch, then we'll give them another chance. So we're going to cross the bridge here. And this trail right over here is the Homestead Trail South, or a lot of people just call it the Canal Trail. Now the Homestead Trail South only goes down to Galley, and that's as far as it goes right now. So one day that'll go all the way over and catch the Sand Creek Trail, and you could take that all the way down to the southern part of the Pikes Peak Greenway. The Pikes Peak Greenway is the main trail. It's through Colorado Springs. It's the north and south main trail. And the whole trail is actually 3 trails. You have the Fountain Trail, because it starts just outside, just north of the town of Fountain. And it's all dirt. Sometimes rather deep gravel. But then you get into Colorado Springs and it becomes the Pikes Peak Greenway, until you get up to Woodman Avenue, and then it becomes the new Santa Fe Trail. I don't know why they consider it the new Santa Fe Trail, but they do. A couple of nice, good looking motorcycles there. It's like a couple of Kawasaki Vulcans. But okay, well, we're coming up on Academy, so we'll get right back to you. Okay, we're back. We crossed over Academy Boulevard, one of the other major UJO 6. I think Academy Boulevard 6 lanes and Powers Boulevard is 8 lanes across. They be big roads. Yeah, you could tell we had a couple of really good rains. Didn't last very long, but when they rained really hard. So a lot of this dirt, you know, from just over here just made its way onto the concrete. But yeah, we've got like an entire week of just absolutely freaking hot and gorgeous weather. So these tracks are going to get some miles this week.
Last week.
But you know, we'll still take a day. You know, we'll ride. You know, today's Saturday, so we'll definitely ride today and tomorrow, and then we'll probably take a break on Monday. We like to take ride a couple days and then take a break. You know, just go for a nice walk. That way, you know, you're using different kinds of muscles. And when you get to be 70, let me tell you, it's amazing. You lose a lot of muscle mass. I mean, it just goes away. I mean, we do exercises and we do Tai Chi, and now we don't have, we can't afford a gym membership, so we can't go, do some light weightlifting. Neither one of us is trying to be Arnold, We don't want to pump you up. You guys have to be really old to remember that. So, all right. Joe's going to go catch the light for me. She's such a sweetheart. Because they really got stupid, and where they put the... Never got there. Another... Wow. That's pretty rare. 3 Kawasaki Vulcans in a row.
Yeah.
You always see a lot of Harleys in a row, but you don't see a lot of Kawasaki Vulcans in a row, which is a shame because they're very nice bikes. Our best friends, Ed and Diane Wing, they rode 2 or 3 different Kawasaki cruisers. Really nice machines, man. But I'm afraid, when Joe gets her Powerball or Mega Mill win, we decide to add a moto trike to our trikes. It will have to be a trike, because I don't know if I could handle a 900 or above trike anymore, balance wise, at my age. And I don't have as much, like I said, your muscles kind of deteriorate naturally, which is really weird. And so I don't know if I have the core strength, that you don't need a massive amount of core strength, but the better core strength you have, the better you can handle a motorcycle. So of course, if you have a trike, you don't have to worry about that. Now, we really thought about getting, I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but there's a trike called a moto trike called a Spider. Very nice trike. I mean, they're cool, man. But they don't have a lot of dealerships across the United States. So if you were touring, and if we had a moto trike, we'd definitely be touring. Because if we could afford the moto trike, we could afford the touring. But we'd really like to. One really nice thing about the Harley is that you've got there's a Harley dealership in almost every town in the United States. Almost, not everyone, but pretty darn close. You're not that.
Decent sized town.
Yeah, any decent sized town's got a Harley shop, so that's good when you're touring, Plus, too, it gives us an excuse to buy 10,000 t-shirts. So, yeah, we can't go down the underpass on Circle Drive here because it's flooded, as usual. If it rains really hard like it did, even if it's for an hour, you're not going to get any... it's going to take like 2 or 3 days for the water to all go away.
Beat him across the street. Beat him across the street.
Yeah, and you didn't get wet. Get a gratuitous Joe shot here. I could hear music through my my helmet, and I don't have music on, so I'm not even sure how you do music on the. I think you can, but I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I guess that's how you have to do it. Oh, we got a gentleman on a bike with a radio behind us. That's where the music's coming from. Man, these lights are so long. Thank you. I love that little Fiat. They're so cute. Howdy. Oh, I like that yellow bike. Oh, okay. Bike back? Hello. Thank you. Yeah, we always let the bikes are always faster than we are. It's funny too because you know, that one there has only 20-inch wheels like ours, but he's probably got it in a fairly high E-assist, and because we've noticed that, yeah, we noticed the e-bikers, they do not like to go slow. They want to go as fast as that little motor will help them go. And we're not like that. You know, we like to just kick along, and then, you know, we use the motor to help us get up hills, or you know, real long uphill grades. You know, they may not be steep, but it's long. Ha! I like the dog. Howdy. Yeah, it's funny how people are with their dogs. You know, you'll see them bring their dog on a bicycle or in a trailer, and people on motorcycles do the same thing. We don't have a dog because we're gone too much, you know. It really wouldn't be fair to it. Then we live in a one-bedroom apartment, so it'd have to be a very little dog.
We have no yard.
And we don't have like a dog, you know, a dog run or anything in our apartment complex. So and we don't need a dog to motivate us to go to walk, because Joe and I can be motivated easily by iced tea. Yeah, like Joe said, we're cheap dates. We're not easy, but we're cheap. Up the hill, I'm in the wrong gear. Give me a little bit of e-assist here because I have my camera in the other hand. So,
It's hard to change gears when you're in hands full.
yeah. But yeah, being it's a Saturday, man, I hope you're out riding. I mean, I really hope you're out riding. I hope where you are is very, very nice. Maybe not as windy as it is here, although it has calmed down a little bit at least. Man, we were sitting over there at Whataburger and we had to hold on to everything. Even the water bottles were scooting across the table. And we had a big old large iced tea. I mean, it was like a bucket, small bucket, you know, and we even it was trying to move across the table, so we kind of had to hold on to our lunch. Yeah, we used to always go across the way and way up through the other shopping center on the other side, and it's really hard to get into. So you have to go way up Tut Boulevard to find a decent opening, and so that way we can go over to the Panera Bread. But I think we'll just from now on we'll just do Whataburger, because their iced tea was actually larger and it was cheaper. It's like $1 cheaper, so howdy. Oh, we got a really bad bump here and I didn't slow down much.
I didn't slow down enough. I think you're going too slow. It's going to stop you. You have to back up and
I have tried to go really slow, and you're right, it does. It'll stop you dead. Yeah. So where are we heading there, Navigator?
I was thinking we'd go to driving in Jersey this time.
Sounds good.
Because
Yeah, that place down there is they're worthless. Yeah.
they don't want you to eat your bars.
Yeah. Well, you know, Joe and I have, you know, we went to the Atkin bars from the Think bars. Now the Think bars have no sugar at all, but the Atkin bars only have 1 gram, so Joe can handle that. Joe's diabetes can handle 1 gram of sugar. In fact, it kind of gives her a little extra boost, you know, for days like today when it's really hot. And but this little tea place down here that's just off the trail, they get all nasty if we pull out, you know, our almost sugar-free snack, you know, because they want us, you know, I mean, I know they want, you know, we buy tea, but they want us to buy their, you know, 500 pounds of sugar, you know, pastries and stuff. Well, you know, we can't do that. Then that much sugar put Joe in a coma. And I'm not exaggerating, okay? Serious business. I'm not exaggerating. It would not be good for Joe at all. Okay, well, I think we're going to go ahead and shut down this camera and switch over to the other camera once we get to the other side of Union Boulevard here. So we'll get back at you.